Welcome and hello to everyone joining me here today. My name is Tony here at MSA and I'm so excited and honored to be part of a team enabling you to get connected and stay protected. Today I will be talking to you about our connected services platform of products that are designed to enhance worker safety and worksite productivity. After the introduction, I will be handing you over to Sam, who you saw earlier, and she has assembled some of our experts standing by to discuss further what I am about to introduce to you. Before we dive into the larger conversation, let's look back at our history in the portable gas detection space, because what you'll see by the end of this is our dedication to 1, resolving significant customer pain points, and 2, a strategic approach to laying a firm foundation that can support our customers for years to come. Between 2006 and 2009, in response to the industry's frustration with gas detectors that could not withstand the environments they operated in, we launched the most durable portable devices on the market, the ALTAIR, ALTAIR Pro, and later the ALTAIR 4 and 5. The second, more challenging pain point was tied to sensor response time. In the mid-2000s, MSA invested significantly in its sensor program, and the fruit of that investment was realized with our XL sensor line in our ALTAIR 4X and 5X devices. Quickly thereafter, to help our customers maintain compliance from a testing and overall data perspective, we launched the GX2 and Link Pro. This duo represented our first significant step in our detection connectivity story. We continued to build our sensor expertise, launching the ALTAIR 2X with XL Pulse technology, which laid the foundation for huge advances in our fixed gas and flame detection line. From there, we integrated Bluetooth into our ALTAIR 4XR and 5X and launched the ALTAIR Connect app, giving us the opportunity to have deeper connectivity conversations with our customers. Even if it wasn't the perfect solution at first, it opened the door and allowed us to learn, grow, and adjust, ultimately leading to strategic investments in connectivity like Safety IO, like Sierra Monitor, and like the ALTAIR IO 360, which is the first of many MSA products that is supported by an effortless connectivity story that clearly helps our customers realize greater safety outcomes. We here at MSA have seen the industrial landscape change dramatically, and so we have been working on a connected suite of products for some time now. So without further ado, let's get started. Today we live in a connected world. Connectivity creates smarter people, smarter homes, and smarter workflows. But this connectivity does not exist as much in the workplace, where safety should be a priority. A high number of workplace injuries and related costs remain virtually unchanged year over year. According to the International Labour Organization, each year approximately 2.8 million workers die as a result of occupational accidents and work-related diseases, and another 374 million workers suffer from non-fatal occupational accidents. In the US alone, it is estimated that at least 80% of the serious injuries are attributed to human error. But PPE hasn't traditionally incorporated a technology component in a way that helps to solve any of these problems. With millions of workplace injuries each year and countless lost hours of productivity, you need advanced technology tools that can build connections between worksites and workers to create an adaptive safety program now and into the future. More connections can help provide reliable, actionable data, allowing safety managers to help create safer and more efficient work environments. MSA can help provide the solution, one that builds connections between people and places on-site and safety managers off-site, helping to drive a transformational, proactive safety culture. It's called the MSA Connected Work Platform, driven by our latest product innovation, the ALTAIR IO4 gas detection wearable. This solution aligns with our overall mission of safety and only safety. The MSA Connected Work Platform allows your organization to fully realize the benefits of connected workers, connected worksites, and connected workflows. Let's explore each of these in more details, starting with connected workers. The ALTAIR IO4 gas detection wearable helps to support worker safety and productivity. It provides connectivity that delivers critical data points from on-site workers to off-site safety managers, with the rugged durability that you expect from an MSA ALTAIR portable gas detector. The ALTAIR IO4 comes with out-of-the-box connectivity. Think of it as a smart, wearable, portable gas detector for workers, with cutting-edge, secure Cat-M LTE cellular connectivity seamlessly built in and delivered through leading national networks with plans managed by MSA. We take care of the network hassles so you and your IT teams don't have to. Access to the MSA Grid software comes with every ALTAIR IO4 portable gas detector. This integration provides worker visibility, meaning lone workers are not alone. You immediately receive capabilities including distress monitoring and digital device assignment. In addition, the IO4 and its components enable worker compliance and efficiency. Setup is completed through a guided app process, and with the device's automatic connectivity, you'll have your test systems set up quickly and correctly without the hassle of networking, complex user interfaces, or messy calibration gas tubing. Wait a minute, did you just say digital device assignment? Correct. I did say this is more than just a gas detector, right? Let me explain how we do all the hard work so you don't have to. Managing a site is difficult, but ensuring a detector has been assigned to Fabian and keeping track of this day in and day out has proven time and time again to be extremely difficult and, in some words, not possible. Your work site can become complicated quickly. Each site is different in size. Each site may have multiple issuing points. Each site may manage device assignment completely different from one site to the next. Some workers are responsible for their detectors and take them home with them. Some have to hand their devices back in at the end of their shift every day. Issuing detectors is sometimes even done at the point of entry to the actual site. A common response we always have is, I cannot afford for 100 or 400 people coming in and waiting to be assigned their device just so that they can start their workday. Time is money. These are real day-to-day issues. The MSA ID is a RFID tagging system that allows workers to check in and have an ALTAIR IO4 assigned to them without complicated infrastructure, manual processes, or clipboard sign-ins. All real-time and historical device data is tied to the worker, promoting accountability and compliance of use. Once the worker's daily shift is over, the worker simply docks the device in any IO charge charging bay, and the detector is marked and returned automatically. Remember all those audits or reports that had pockets of missing data because the device data was not downloaded? Don't worry, we solved the issue for you. This now means starting your day of work is quick and you can rely on a process that is seamless to implement at not just one, but any of your work sites. So now you have visibility across all your sites and organization. Next is connected work sites. The connected work platform helps make better safety easier by providing the right information at the right time with the cloud-based grid software. You have data to help you support operational efficiency and enhanced site safety. With the ALTAIR IO4 portable gas detector and grid software, you have visibility across all of your work sites, including equipment and workers, all in one place, accessible from anywhere. Grid software empowers you with active safety monitoring and actionable insights right at your fingertips. With remote monitoring and reporting capabilities, you can see devices requiring service at a glance, all in one place. And with just one click, you can send and deploy a change across your entire fleet. The ALTAIR IO4 allows for simple, quick, and efficient compliance. When in the test stand, it knows whether it needs a bump test or a calibration to be compliant, and immediately runs the appropriate test. Plus, with our trusted XL fast responding sensors and having a flow rate that is 50% faster than industry average, means less wasted time and costs on calibration and bump testing gas. So what difference does this make for your organization? Well, have you ever had the instance where your workers come in to enter their shift and calibration gas has expired or the gas has been exhausted, and now there is a crisis of trying to get test gas to perform your daily bump tests for your workers to go on and start their tasks? Sometimes the operators are not sure why the device has failed the daily test, and you may think that there is an issue with the detector. You return the device, come back and use another detector and experience the same failure. This is frustrating as you start a process of elimination of what has gone wrong, only to find out it's the cylinder and not the detectors. The IO dock has an integrated pressure regulator, so you know exactly how much test gas is left in the cylinder at any given time. It has an integrated RFID reader for MSA calibration gas, so all of your compliance information is automatically imported onto your bump tests and calibration certificates. Compliance check, tick, less room for human error. It also provides you with automatic warning indicator well in advance that your calibration gas is reaching its expiry date. The beauty is all of that information is provided on the test stand and sent to your grid account, which provides real-time visibility. You also receive notifications about this information, shifting your organization from reactive to proactive, increasing in efficiencies and productivity. Well, that's another challenge that we hurdled over for you as well. Managing your logistics and shifting into the proactive nature by automating your system to resolve your issues, you may never need to worry about calibration gas again. The ALTAIR IO4's connectivity to the grid software provides asset management, automation, and support for proactive safety management. The ALTAIR IO4 will get better with time, with over-the-air updates through new safety and detection features delivered safely and securely to your fleet. And with grid software, you routinely introduced to the latest and greatest functionality every time you log in. So the longer you use the ALTAIR IO4 and grid, the safer and more productive your workers and worksites get. Grid software allows you to manage equipment status, maintenance, and asset management information about your fleet of MSA portable gas detectors across all of your worksites, all in one place, helping you save time on inventory management and record keeping. There are two topics which are addressed here. One, training is a common topic brought up in discussion. Two, inventory management. When it comes to training, with organizations being asked to do more with less, your resources can be limited, addressing issues like high headcount turnaround or contractors coming onto your site. This also drives worker accountability to on-site compliance. Now you are able to have complete visibility of worker behavior, but managing worker behavior is still something the industry does not have true visibility on when it comes to your gas detection program. You are now able to implement corrective actions such as assigning refresher training or user competency tests to ensure you drive behavioral change within your organization, along with ensuring compliant usage of detectors in real time. If a worker is using a non-compliant device, you will see it immediately on the grid. When it comes to inventory management, having the MSA ID that I explained earlier together with the grid enables inventory management. A huge pain point in the industry is the loss of equipment on a day-to-day basis, but also even more extreme during turnarounds. Estimated at around 20% of lost equipment takes place during turnarounds, resulting in exorbitant expenses. Check-in and check-out capability of the device is tied into the grid, driving equipment accountability at the worker level. Lastly, the all too familiar conversation resonates across all organizations. They have a clear understanding about how much they spent with the purchase of their fleet of gas detectors, but what about maintenance? My question is, how much are you spending annually on sensor replacements and maintenance of detectors, such as cases, displays, and spare parts? The answer is often, we are not sure, it comes out of a separate budget. This triggers some additional insights and they come back with some outstanding information. Because in reality, that's really what a gas detector program is costing you, is both your initial CapEx purchase and the ongoing OpEx costs. OpEx is also a challenge in managing within itself. The common situation of a maintenance manager juggling with his budget, being super conservative in the beginning of the year to see what will make it through to the second half of the year. This happens often. The harsh reality of unexpected failures or surprises is not well received. Your OpEx caters not just to your gas detectors, but often for other instrumentation as well. The more reliable my products are, the more consistency I have within my budget. And so, what if you could control your costs? What if your costs were fixed and firm, freeing up budget for other tasks and priorities? To resolve your challenges I have mentioned, we need to go beyond the supply of initial product. Combining the data from your ALTAIR IO4 gas detection wearable with your grid account gives you the opportunity to drive real, meaningful safety outcomes that were either elusive or altogether impossible. We want to assist you in your walk along the connected journey to ensure you are successful. And so building a connected safety program doesn't happen overnight and requires that you have the right partner with you in your organization's journey. That's where MSA Plus, our subscription-based platform, comes in. The ALTAIR IO4 will be the first connected product available under MSA Plus. MSA Plus is a transformational safety solutions platform that fully integrates safety hardware technology, cloud software solutions, and safety services. With MSA Plus subscriptions, you can gain access to powerful solutions that seamlessly connect to the MSA grid while eliminating upfront capital expense, ensuring uptime and provide the ability to upgrade to the latest technology as rapidly as it becomes available. With the millions of workplace injuries each year and countless lost hours of productivity, you need advanced technology tools that can build connections between worksites and workers to create an adaptive safety program now and into the future. More connections can help provide reliable, actionable data, allowing safety managers to help create safer and more efficient work environments. MSA can help provide the solution that builds those connections between people and places on-site and safety managers off-site, helping to drive a transformational, proactive safety culture. It's called the MSA Connected Work Platform, driven by the ALTAIR IO4 gas detection wearable. And with all of that information, I am sure you are all excited as we are, and it has been a great pleasure presenting to you all. Now, moving on to the second part of the reveal, I am going to hand you over to Sam and the team, standing by for some further discussions on how the industry is changing and how the connected worker platform will meet your needs. Sam, over to you.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks, Tony, for that great overview of MSA's connected work platform powered by the ALTAIR IO4 gas detection wearable. Now that you've heard all about the product and what it can do, let's take some time and talk about what this means for the market and for the industry. So we've developed a team of experts from MSA. I've worked with these guys for a long time. So before we start talking about some questions that we've heard over the last couple of weeks, let me take a minute and introduce them to you. First, we have Kostub. So Kostub's been with MSA for 11 years, and he is on our software engineering team. So you'll get to know more about Kostub here in just a little bit. Next, we have Chris Borneo. So Chris is on the product development side. Chris has been with us for 14 years, and the ALTAIR IO4 is really what I like to call Chris's baby. So Chris and Tony have worked really closely together in the development and the design of this product. But also working on this product and really spearheading the global launch of it is Rob Senko. Rob's been with MSA for 17 years. He's on our customer marketing team. Rob and I started at MSA almost on the same day. And when it comes to knowing about the ALTAIR IO4 gas detection wearable device and what it can do from a connected work standpoint, these are the guys that you want to talk to. So let's jump in and talk about some of the things that we've been hearing over the last couple of weeks. So, we talked about a lot from a connected work platform and what the ALTAIR IO4 gas detection wearable device can do. But Rob, can you tell us and make sure that we've got our details straight when it talks about what are the key elements of a connected work safety program?
Yeah, sure, Sam, thanks. 3 elements really come down to hardware, software, and then connectivity. The hardware being the device itself, the IO4 wearable in this case, the software that's supported by the Grid software platform where you can get all the data, and the connected cellular capability that takes it to the cloud and kind of encapsulates everything in the Grid.
Awesome. Okay, so we talked about the hardware and the software. Chris, can you break down some of, and I know Tony talked about it a little bit, but Chris, can you tell us a little bit more about what the ALTAIR IO4 gas detection wearable can do and maybe what are some of the key features and benefits of that device that you have there in your hand?
Yeah, sure, Sam. I think one of the most critical components to it is the connectivity, like Rob talked about, and that's not something that's easy to integrate, especially into a rugged device like the ALTAIR IO4 is. So something that we've always prided ourselves on is the ruggedness of our products. And when you start integrating smartphone electronics into a device like this, keeping it just as rugged becomes really, really challenging, but the team has done a phenomenal job to do that. And then on the connectivity side and what it does for us, at the end of the day, it's really only an enabling technology. And so we actually built the ALTAIR IO4 from the ground up. We didn't just try to bolt connectivity onto an existing product. And by doing that, we were able to reimagine every experience that you have with this device. And I think those are some of the key features of the product that really make it special.
Wow, that's great. I know that when we were together last time at one of the shows in the US, and I know you guys have been talking to customers over the last couple of weeks since people started to really first hear about the ALTAIR IO4, we've had some tremendously positive feedback. Some pieces of that feedback are like the guts of the IO4. And Kostub, I know you lead a team of software engineers that really are tasked with making sure that this device does all that it can for our customers. So can you tell us a little bit about what makes the inside of this detector and specifically the software piece so unique?
Absolutely. Like Chris said, the solution is our attempt at completely providing an end-to-end solution, right? No longer are we thinking of this as just a product that Chris is holding, right? It's a solution. And it is aimed towards consistently providing operational excellence and value to our customers. So what does that mean, right? So one of the key features that Chris again said is our ability to have seamless connectivity to the cloud also provides us with this unique opportunity to provide consistent firmware updates as the product is utilized in the field and we realize all these operational challenges that our customers face and the changing safety roadmap that we have, we keep in pace with all those and we are able to consistently keep up and provide updates. Like, it's such a dynamic environment. It's an exciting time to be in this space with a wearable safety device like the IO4.
That's great. So, you know, the IO4 is not just a gas detector. You know, it's so much more than that. And it can help reduce risk. So, Rob, can you tell us a little bit, like, how, if you have the ALTAIR IO4 gas detection wearable, combined with some of our MSA Plus, you know, subscription services, how can this help reduce risk on work sites around the world?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, part of it is peace of mind for safety managers. They have the product and the solution, both, you know, the hardware and the software, provide the visibility that they might not have today with their workforce. And it's really important for safety managers to understand and drive that behavior-based safety approach to their safety program, making sure that the people that they're training and their workers are out there doing things properly and following their standard operating procedures. And with the wearable and how it speaks to the cloud and goes up to the grid, they can then use that data to make sure that their people are doing the right things and following the processes. And so that peace of mind, that visibility, enables them to coach better and take action using those insights to make their program better.
That's great. It's that peace of mind that's key, and it, you know, really speaks to the mission of who we are at MSA and what we do, and, you know, why each of us come to work. You know, you heard me talk about the What's Your Why campaign, and so that's what this speaks to. It's why we're here. It's why we come to work. It's why we design these products and these solutions, really to help keep our customers safer than ever before. So, you know, what's the one thing that we haven't hit on that we need to make sure that, you know, our channel partners that are listening today that they remember? What would be, Chris, the one key takeaway that we want them to have, whether it's from the ALTAIR IO4 gas detection wearable device, the MSA Plus subscription services, you know, this whole connected work platform? What's the one key takeaway that you want them to have?
Yeah, it's a good question. I would say probably flexibility. Obviously, whether you're talking about a single customer or a channel partner that's often managing many customers simultaneously, when you have a complicated logistics like that, it becomes really, really challenging to implement a gas detection program. So I think two things that are probably worth talking about. One is MSA ID. So we'll have the ability to actually dynamically assign these devices to the workforce by simply tapping the device to a tag. And then that tag is read and sent up to the cloud, and we know now that that isn't just some random device, but that device is actually tied to a person right behind it that's wearing it, and you can see where they're at on the map. So that's one big one. The second one is just the configurability of the device that can cater to any complicated standard operating procedure that a customer might have. And it's not just like it's going to be really challenging to update these devices to comply, but it's as simple as just tapping the mobile app to the devices that they want to send out to their customer, and it can update the configuration that they want it to apply, and that's that. It's ready to go. So it's these types of things that aren't just about the worker wearing it, but also enabling the program and implementing the program around it as well that we're trying to make more efficient as part of all of this.
That's great. It's those key enablers that allow workers to do their jobs more efficiently, more effectively, and safer than ever before.
Exactly.
Costa, what would you say, you know, we talked about some features and benefits, and what would you say would be your one favorite component of what this can do for worker safety? You
know, as an engineer, that's one of the hardest questions I've been ever asked. So I would just like to say a couple words. I'm a software engineer, and I have the pleasure and the honor of working with a lot of talented software, electrical, mechanical engineers, and on the cloud side as well. There's a whole team of interdisciplinary fields that collaborate together to make something like this possible. And so even though it's a really difficult question, the couple of features that Chris mentioned around configurability and how seamless that end-to-end solution really is just phenomenal. It's the connectivity. It's the out-of-the-box connectivity and the flexibility that we have that can provide continuous operational value to our customers is amazing to me.
That's great. Thank you. You know, we've talked about a bunch of topics here today, and I know that on today's webcast we've got a lot more to cover. But before we wrap up the panel discussion, does anyone have any closing thoughts, any final thoughts that we want to make sure that our viewers take home with them today?
Go ahead.
I mean, I'll go first. I think one thing is we always get the question around where do I start? I'm interested in connectivity. I hear you, this sounds compelling, but it just feels like a daunting task to get started. And it is. We've looked back over the years and we've seen so many of our customers try to implement connected programs and they ultimately fail because they're not easy to use, because they're not easy to maintain. And that was really the inspiration behind this solution, was making it just work out of the box like Kostab said. And starting with something small, and we believe that the ALTAIR io4 is the right place to start because gas detection is such a critical component to a safety program. And then ultimately finding the right partner to evolve that connected journey into something that's a lot more mature. And with MSA's portfolio and our investments that we're making in the MSA Connected Work platform, we think that MSA really has the opportunity to create a compelling solution across our entire ecosystem of products.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris. Rob, are you going to close it out with anything else about, I kind of have a feeling you and I have talked about this in the past, but like, safety is all we do, right?
Yeah, safety is, I think it's the passion behind our mission. A lot of companies have safety as their core value. Again, at MSA, it's our mission. It's all we do. So you can hear the passion from Kostab and Chris and the whole development process. And it's been a long time coming. We're now in the connectivity space, and we're going to make the solution end-to-end, like Kostab mentioned, just better for safety managers, safety programs, and making it simplifying the whole safety process for the customer base. That's what we're kind of excited about. So.
Wonderful. Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining us. If you have additional questions about the MSA Connected Work platform or the ALTAIR io4 gas detection wearable, I encourage you to click on the Ask a Question feature on the bottom of your screen. We do, as a reminder, have a team of associates on standby waiting to answer your questions. And if we can't get to them today, we will be sure to follow up with an email. So for now, that's it from the panel discussion, and we'll head on with the rest of our program. So thanks for being with us.